Taffy. Hello, and welcome. I have an interesting little story to share, right? I look so tired. You know what? My sleeping habits have been so bad. And when I say bad, what I mean is the general societal, you should go bed by this time, the scientifical perspective of you should go bed by this time, and how you actually feel when you don't go sleep at reasonable times, right? So I haven't been doing a good job of it. I've been going to sleep 2, 3, 4, sometimes even 5 a.m. And the crazy thing is I'll wake up at like latest 9:30 and I'll be good energetically, mentally, but my physical self is like, no, you need to look after me better. So I'm neglecting my physical aspect a little bit at the moment. I'm conscious of it, but I'm just diving into some other stuff at the moment. Anyways, the story I wanted to share. So I have this cat. We've had an interesting journey, right? I shall put a little picture so you can see what the cat looks like. So it was my sister's cat, right? And we had mice in the house. So someone got the idea to bring her cat here, but she had like 3 or 4 cats at the time. So we brought him here, he stayed, we didn't have any mice anymore, and I was like, okay, take him back because nobody wants to look after him, so it's being left to me, kind of thing. Because everyone was busy and I wasn't as busy as everybody else. That's been a common thing in my life. I've always found a way to give myself some kind of time. Anyways, so tried to take him back, and then she turned around and said she don't want him. So he got stuck at mine, but because my parents lived at the house and my sister lived at the house, everyone was chipping in to, look after him, take care. Then my parents left, and my sister didn't really like him, doesn't really like him. He's starting to grow on her now. Finally, the vibrancy, the frequency, the energy in the space is just different. I can't imagine why, but it is just different, right? It's a lot more peaceful. There's a lot more harmony becoming present. It's really nice to witness and see and experience. Those times when it's not there, it's like the news. If you don't listen to the news, it's just like the news. Just switch off from it and stay connected to your harmony. That's all it is, just the perspective. Do you want to hear what this person's saying? Is it important enough for you to believe the stress and add it onto you? Or do you just stay connected to yourself and let their eruption happen and continue on? Accept it, let them have it, no judgment. You don't even have to help them, you don't have to show them. If they ask for an opinion, then you can give it. Your role is to just be connected to you, and that's it. Anyways, so this cat now, my sister is now building a little bit of a relationship. I'll include this in the story, I'm supposing, whatever's going to come out while I'm explaining it. So now the cat has been left here. My parents have left the country. It's just me and my sister now. She doesn't like the cat, and he's a bit annoying sometimes. Like, he meows so much. You feed him and he keep meowing, then you stroke him and it's not enough, he'll keep meowing. because she don't really like animals, or she didn't really like him too much, she also had less patience for the meowing and him sitting on the chair and stuff. Anyways, there's certain parts of the story that doesn't need to be shared because it's not my personal experience, it's somebody else's. But the point is, he came here and he came from a house with three other cats, I think, or maybe two or three other cats, and a couple dogs, I think, or one dog at the time. And apparently he was getting beaten up and bullied from the area, basically, all the animals in that area that he used to live, he used to get bullied. And this cat, it was scared of everything, right? Like, I even saw him get scared of his own shadow once. I mean, I farted when I walked past him even, and he jumped as well. Like, he just was scared of everything. And what happened was, I was frustrated because my sister didn't really like him and want to be involved. Then it was left to me to take care of him, right? Because nobody wanted to, nobody else, and he wasn't allowed to go back where he came from. So I resented him for a little while because of it. And then after some time, I realized something, that, I mean, if you think about it, that's all anyone wants, right? Just some food, some love, and peace. A little bit of attention, a little bit of food, and peace. So I realized it's just another being, and they just want looking after. And I know who I am and how I am, so I'm not gonna not look after him. So instead of resenting him and looking after him, why don't I choose to appreciate him and like adopt him and look after him with a different perspective? Because one, it would be happier, I would be happier. Two, he would be happier. And three, the experience would just be more pleasant, right? So I decided, okay, he's my cat now, I'm adopting him. I officially adopted him. I don't know what date it was, I'm not that bothered about that type of stuff, but I adopted him. And then he used to sit outside and do little fires at night, and he used to come and sit with me, and he used to sit on my one of my legs and just look at the fire and then fall asleep, close his eyes and purr all the way. And then every now and again he would wobble and almost fall off my leg and wake up and balance himself. And then sometimes he'd just climb on my lap. But the thing is, I have an allergy to cats. How convenient is that? So now, because of the allergy, if he comes too close to my face starts itching, I start sneezing. If I stroke him and touch my face and forget, my eyes start itching, watering, I start sneezing. So now I had to be very conscious of how I done it, because it was very uncomfortable when this happened. So there were times where he wasn't allowed to come and sit on my lap, so he learned to sit next to me, on the bench next to me. I'll put something there for him to sit on so his bum's not cold, so his little feet's not cold. And he would just sit there chilling with me, purring. So when I don't want my clothes to get all hairy, that's the setup, right? So anyways, after doing this many evenings, that's when I realized this whole process. Like, it took me to spend intentional time with the cat to realize the importance of the cat, right? I mean, now if you think about it, like, if you have to spend intentional time to get to appreciate something, then maybe you should start spending some more intentional time with yourself and the people that you want to have good relationships with, because that's a very, very actioned approach to an intention, to creating something beautiful, to approach it with intention. And that intention can look like anything. Intention is what you feel is required for the situation, the amount of effort, the amount of focus, the amount of attention that you're giving. Attention and intention is the same thing. Attention is when you're there, and intention is when you put it there. So you become attention, you stand at attention, and then you send your intention. And your intention is like the action you put out, the energy you put out. The attention is like the realization to be focused on the intention, the awareness of the intention, right? Anyways, thought I'd share that. Made sense. So, anyways, now this cat of mine, we've been chilling out. I've adopted him. Then I go traveling, and I ended up being gone for like 2.5 months. I come back, my sister saying a madness about the cat, and like before I left, his flinching got less. Like he was less flinching, right? He didn't get scared as easily after I started spending time with him, giving him love, showing him it's okay and that it's safe and that he can relax, and giving him that safe space for him to fall asleep on a human being if he's never got to do it before, and how it can help build that connection to trusting. So I'd done this with him anyways, and he started improving a lot, but he was still a little bit jumpy. But then I left, and when I come back, so he was healthy looking and stuff when I left, and when I come back he looked skinny. His fur was looking not very healthy. Didn't even know that was possible. And his pupils were so dilated, you know, when they're really scared. He was walking around the kitchen like that even when he saw me. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? What has happened to this cat? Now I noticed a few little habits that people had, and I think certain people had to have a look at themselves and how they had been behaving. And I spent some time with him, and then he started getting back his healthy look again. He started becoming less jumpy, more relaxed, coming for attention, for cuddles, meowing, doing his cute little paw thing like stroke me, right? So that was him getting more comfortable. And then when people used to come over, when people come over, I say used to because I haven't had anyone over for a while with everything that I've been dealing with. So when people would come over, he would come over to them and would sit on their laps and get strokes and purr away. Like he stopped being so scared and anxious of other people too, right? Which was good. Anyways, so I've gone come back, he's like that. He's got to a better place. Okay, now skip. This is like a year later. I've come back. I've been back and forth, but I haven't really spent much time with him. But I've been back and I'm seeing there's these 2 stray cats. I don't know if they're stray, they ain't got collars. They come and go, and they used to have like these arguments with my cat. And then I started giving them food because they was coming looking for food. Same thing. They just want some peace and some food, right? So I see them, they get scared, they try and run away. And I just carry on, pay them no mind. Like they're not even a problem to me. Like you're not even there. Just do your thing. That's my energy, that's my intention. Just do your thing. You're good. Don't need to worry about me. Enjoy yourself. Then I started giving them a little bit of food on the plate. And slowly over time, they started to come and wait for the food, and then I'd go to give them the food and they'd run away when I go near them. And then they started coming towards me. Well, the ginger one has, the other one hasn't started yet. She didn't run away the other day. I think they're now a couple, because I don't know if them two was together or not, but it seems like they are now, because right, the other day I put some food out and the female looking one covered it up after she finished eating and walked off and started meowing, calling for the other ginger one, right? So she covered up the food so it was saved for him. It was so cute. I thought that was so cute. And now the ginger one has been meowing for the last hour because he ate food and he's saving some for the female one. So he's been meowing for her for the last hour to come and eat some food. Right? And I just saw him come over to my cat behind him, right, while he was sleeping, to come closer to where we both are, basically. And I'm like, ooh, what's gonna happen here? So I've gone out to have a look, and I noticed that my cat noticed him, and they're just sitting there looking at each other, chilled. I'm like, what? If my garden's turned into this peaceful place where everyone's welcome and there's peace and harmony. Like, the cats don't need to fight. My cat has gone from being traumatized to like being alone and traumatized with no friends and not capable of having any, to having friends and being relaxed and peaceful. It's been a journey, but he's got there. Go him. I mean, it's not complete. He's still got his little, and they're probably just become friends. They're not like snuggled up together, but maybe they will be one day. Maybe they just gotta, be comfortable enough with me, and then when they're comfortable enough with me, they can come near me at the same time, and I can give them both some intention, and then over time they'll get more used to each other, and you never know, maybe they'll be snuggled up on the cushion one time when I come outside. They like to sit on my chair as well. They go and sit on my chair, my cushiony chair, so I put it down so the hair's not on there, so I don't sit and get the allergic reaction again. But every time I come out, one of them's sitting on top of there, and they seem to share it as well. So yeah, I thought that was an interesting little story. I don't know, some people might not be interested in cats. I'm not really putting it to a cat, I'm more talking about the behavior, the change in, and it doesn't really take much. It just takes a bit of intention, a bit of love, and a bit of effort, and something completely unconscious of their own issues can learn to overcome them. I mean, maybe he knew what his issues were, I don't know. I'm not the cat, I don't have a cat's brain. But I wanted to share this because I thought it was cute, and I should put pictures of these cats. Maybe one day there'll be an update of them all snuggled up together. Don't know about that one, but yeah, thank you for being here. I hope this share was at least entertaining to some degree. Maybe there's a little bit of information for you to extract into your own experiences with your own pet or something. Never know. Anyways, peace, people.